Georgetown County Coroner's Office now confirming the human remains found earlier this month are those of a Mount Pleasant man who'd been missing since 2015.
I just brought it down here just to test it out, and within 10 minutes I found this car underwater. So
yeah, that's crazy.
A submerged vehicle was located in the Intracoastal waterway yesterday afternoon.
It's such a crazy spot for a car to be, right between those pillars.
The vehicle was found near Highway 501 in the Myrtle Beach area. Oregon County Fire Rescue and Dive Team worked to find it. It was said in its current location it poses no threat to marine transportation in the waterway.
You might call them scuba sleuths.
Their new hobby went from cleaning up waterways to solving mysteries. And what a great public service.
Jeremy Sides and Adam Brown travel the country searching for closure in cold cases.
Amazing. The gift of closure to grieving families is absolutely priceless.
Today I traveled to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to search for a missing person case, Daniel Riggs. He went missing back in 2015 and he's pretty much vanished. It's a very strange case. It's been almost 10 years since his disappearance, and what's even stranger is he went missing in his vehicle. He was driving a Black Dodge Nitro, which is like an SUV, you know, it's not a tiny little car. So it's kind of strange that it just vanished and went missing.
It has almost been 10 years since Daniel Riggs was last seen at his Mount Pleasant home, but still his family is left with questions surrounding his disappearance.
Today I'm back out here with Jason Souhrada. If you guys don't remember him, he actually solved a 40-year-old case of 3 missing men in Washington, North Carolina. Really crazy. So he's actually using his portable RC sonar boat that he also made. So what's the story? You came out here like this past week?
So I got a new battery because the one I had was dying out for my sonar unit itself to operate off of, because I have 2 different batteries, one for the sonar unit, one for the thrusters. But I just brought it down here just to test it out, and within 10 minutes I found this car underwater. So
yeah, that's crazy. So is it just one or is it 2?
I looked at the coordinates on here and it looks like it's the same vehicle, but the pictures are different. So I guess whenever we get in there and look, we'll see if there's more. But there's actually another boat right beside this one down here in the neighborhood.
And you talked to the detective on this case?
Yes, he said that there was a place down in Georgetown that Mr. Riggs' cell phone was pinged multiple times.
Yeah.
So they checked that, they dove, they found several vehicles, and none of those were his cars. So.
None of them. So, but you don't think they ever dove around here?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because the fact that his phone pinged so many times around that one landing, I guess they just checked that area out.
That is kind of strange. But I guess he was in Mount Pleasant, like near Charleston, and he was tracked to a food line here in Myrtle Beach. Yeah. So maybe that ping was on the way here. And then, you know, the theory goes a lot of his family are thinking that unfortunately he took his own life. There was, I guess, an incident, I think in 2008 or something like that, where he had an attempt.
Daniel Riggs was last seen November 9th, 2015 at his home on Mathis Ferry Road in Mount Pleasant. His girlfriend filed a police report 2 days later when Daniel didn't come back home from work.
A vehicle, you know, is a strange thing for just to disappear.
During the investigation, detectives found a clue giving them some insight into Daniel's last known movements.
We contacted his bank and got a list of his, transactions, and one of the transactions showed that he was at a Food Lion in Myrtle Beach on the day that he was last heard from, and he bought a quart of oil.
Mount Pleasant police enlisted the help of neighboring law enforcement agencies. Nothing. And the lack of answers over the last almost decade has the Riggs brothers processing Daniel's disappearance very differently.
I've resigned myself that he might most likely killed himself.
Amy and I both kind of believe that he's out there. For one thing, we think he's a little too prideful to commit suicide and not let anybody know about it.
The missing persons report from the Mount Pleasant Police Department cites a 2008 suicide attempt, a history of drinking, and depression. Detective Ivy wonders if any of those mental health factors played a role in Daniel's disappearance.
He has a lot of family. They're all worried about him. Apparently he was, a great guy, life of the party. But there are these signs that tell us, he very well could be in the water somewhere. and the fact that there's a car here is very suspicious. So where exactly is it out here?
Right about here.
Right about there. So it pretty much went straight up the boat ramp.
And this flows that way, as you can see, so that's where I would have carried it to.
The conditions don't look that bad right now. I know there's a storm coming. I'm going to try to get and dive on this quick before the storm hits.
We're probably going to get some bands off of that little hurricane coming up.
Yeah.
It'll be a hit and miss. It'll be here and there patchy stuff. So.
But we got blackwater diving today. I know this is a lot of people dive out here for fossils, but it looks pretty good. I think it'll be fine. But we're going to put it in the search boat. We have the small boat over there, and then mark this thing. I'll dive on it really quick. Ah, you're good. All right, so I didn't really look well, but it looked like right off the bat an upside down vehicle right off the boat ramp.
Yeah.
So we'll scan it all real good. I'm pretty sure in the past like 2 years I came here, so I think this might be like a pretty fresh car, but let's see. I'm shooting 100. The boat ramp's right there. All right, yeah, so that.
Yeah, that's it.
That's,
see the tires too,
yeah.
Shadows.
That's upside down. So that'll be easy because usually when they're upside down, like, you know, the engine side's heavier, so if there's a license plate, it should be right there. I just drop on top. All right. But a Dodge Nitro is like a SUV, right? I mean, that's
small SUV.
So definitely we have one vehicle here. Did it look like there was a second one when you were scanning?
The pictures did, but the GPS coordinates, when I looked back over them, looked like it was the same spot.
One.
Yeah.
Well, I'll scan. I'll come down here a little bit. I mean, it's 15 feet. That's not bad. There's really, it's not that. It'll be easy. I don't even like right at the bottom of the boat ramp.
Yeah, I think most.
It kind of looks more like a car to me than an SUV.
Yeah.
But we're gonna find out.
Is that a tree laying across it? Can't really tell. Maybe a limb.
There might be one. I mean, it looks pretty clear though. Besides that.
Yeah.
But I mean, literally, this has got to be. I would put money that this is this went in like this past over a year ago. Just based on the fact that I think we scanned here a couple 2 or 3 years ago. But let's mark it with a magnet. We're right on it. Feel it? Okay, that's it. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see how good that is. That might hold the boat.
I think so.
It's a pretty good stick. Let's try. We can always remark it. All right, got all my gear on, about to dive on this car. Got a lot of jet skis and boats coming through here. But it should only take about 10 minutes or so. See if it has any plate, any decals, try to identify this thing. If it's a Dodge Nitro, that's gonna be insane. But I mean, we're not too far. Like, I guess he apparently was, he had went to a Food Lion, right? And bought like a quart of oil around here, which there's like 10 Food Lions around here, but there's a couple that are pretty close to the water. So it's possible. All right, let's get in the water, check it out.
4 to 6. Like white or silver?
White or silver?
Yeah.
White or silver for escape. Did have a tag, 15 it says. It didn't seem that old though. But you know, that is the year the guy went missing, right? 2015, I think?
Yeah, around that time.
I don't think that's been in there since 2015. It wasn't really that rusty. The driver's window was like halfway down. I don't think it's been in that long.
It's that far off the ramp, I would imagine.
I mean, it's right there, upside down. It's not super rusty. I still think maybe it's been in there a year or two, but that's... Unless that's, there was a newer sticker, you know, and that was the old sticker.
Right, this is true. I'm gonna see if it actually goes.
It is like right off the boat ramp. It's really, it's so shallow. That thing needs to come out. It's got a tag, so we'll see. There's like a newspaper stand down there right next to it.
Really?
Somebody stole for the change, I guess. Well, I tried to search it on Epic Van, but it says there's I guess there's nothing on it. I know sometimes, the police, it's definitely probably an NCIC or in the police record at some point. I know a lot of times their records only go back like 5 or 10 years. But, so we have one vehicle. I mean, I couldn't confirm if anyone was inside. The driver's window was cracked down. I reached inside, but I didn't feel anything. So I would assume it's probably stolen and dumped. Obviously, we can't confirm that 100%. We're gonna report this to the cops. That's crazy. Yeah, a little SUV, not the right one though. But that's kind of what we're looking for. I mean, that is, the tail end's a little higher. I thought it was just a car, but it is a little higher out. So we started going up from that landing, and there's all these really nice big mansions and houses, and there's like a private boat ramp up here. We went by it, I didn't see anything, but then I was scanning back down, and I think we found a car right off of these nice houses. So there's a private boat ramp right up here, and then there's all these super nice houses. Look at this. And I think there's a car like right here. Was not expecting to find that. So that either could have came off during, like before building these, or came off this ramp if it wasn't private before. We're going over it again here in just a second.
Yeah, it's a pretty new neighborhood.
It might be a boat, but it looks more like a car to me. But it almost looks like it came straight off, like... That's really weird. We just went over it. 100% a vehicle, upside down. It looks like the tires are up again. That one looks a little, maybe a little older, but also it's not like stupid buried or anything. It's really strange.
Hopefully the tail end is up again.
Yeah, I should be able to find something, hopefully. Same 15 feet like the other one. All right, we are marking the next vehicle here. Like literally, we're right by these people's nice docks. All right, we're right on it.
Might need some more slack on this.
Yeah, we're right on top of it. You got it? Literally, there's like stupid expensive houses and boats all right next to us. They got like 4 jet skis and 2 boats. If they don't know about a car here, they probably don't want it right by their dock, so let's check it out. This one might have came off the same boat ramp if the tide changed, or there's a private ramp up there, or if before these houses were here, it was just a lot they drove straight out. We'll find out at least how old it is. Go check it out.
That's older. Okay, that's the older thing. The Ram Stratus. Yeah, Dodge Stratus.
Didn't actually seem super old, but maybe that's just the water here. I don't know. I thought it would deteriorate cars more, but it wasn't like super rusty feeling. It was kind of halfway buried upside down. My BC's like I kept floating, but a weird spot for a car unless it came off down there. But that's an older plate, so I guess we can report those two. Let's see what they say. All right, so that's Dodge Stratus. It's like silver, white, 255 PJW03. That's an old style. I mean, look at the new. That's still a little old, isn't it? Got 2 cars, 2 plates. So there's a marina over here we're gonna check. There's like this big old sunken boat, or half sunken boat. Looks like they were trying to save it, or got carried away. That thing looks like it's been pillaged through a little bit. Alright, we made our way up over here to Bucksport Marina, and there's a couple boat ramps here. I don't know if there's a gate. It doesn't really look like it. There's a lot of people, I think, that live on their boats. But we've seen cars go in before places like this. People have been found, and you wouldn't think it. 20 feet. It's getting a little deeper though, closer to the boat ramp. I mean, it's a small little marina, but definitely deep enough. There's a sunken boat.
No doubt about that.
Yeah. Not surprised. You can tell there's a line in the middle, and it's just shaped different. This is a super old fancy car. That looks like a boat to me. Alright, we are checking Peachtree Landing, which is a little ways up. You've checked before, you said a year or so ago?
Yeah.
And you didn't see anything?
I didn't see anything.
Here's the ramp. Let's see, 15 feet. It's starting to rain a little bit. Deep enough. I don't see anything. There's something tiny there, but I don't think. Looks like something else. I don't know what. I mean, it looks clear right off the bat. I don't know what that one thing was. Sort of trash or something. How's it going? Got a couple cars. Squeak your brakes, man.
They're all like that.
So yeah, we're a search and recovery team. Found a couple cars out here. I didn't know if y'all knew about them, but there's a Ford Escape right at the bottom of the boat ramp, which is that one. It says 15, but I didn't know if it was newer than that, and the thing ripped off. Because we scanned out here before, and I didn't see one, but there's one out there today.
Well,
so
you weren't called by an insurance company, were you?
No, we do it privately. We just go around. We search for missing people, but we end up finding all these cars, you know. Stolen insurance usually.
Well, one of them's apparently paid out by insurance already, so
is it? Okay.
Neither one of them came back stolen.
Really?
But that one's definitely been in there a while.
Yeah, that one's like down here in front of like one of these big houses, like right next to their dock.
Is
so
there anything inside of it?
They're both upside down. I reached in the Ford Escape. The window's like half cracked, the driver's side. I didn't feel anything. The other one's too buried. It's upside down too, to tell for sure. But my experience, if it's not comes back as a missing person, you know, they're usually empty.
Did that one come back to anything?
Yeah, they both came back. Which one was this on?
This is the Ford Escape one that's right here.
This one's registered to an address down the road.
Well, that one's 03, so I mean that's.
If this one's registered, maybe from the storm, like this one. There's no way this one's just washed in the water. Because this address is way inland.
Is it?
But sometimes, like from what I think was Florence.
Yeah.
Like some cars got washed away.
I mean, I think the other one came off this ramp probably. It is in a weird spot though. It's right. Did you say these houses weren't here?
Those houses weren't there whenever that one missed.
So these are like some really nice houses right here. It's like right next to their dock. So it's it could have floated. I guess if the tide goes both ways here.
That's a private boat ramp down there for them. For this neighborhood right here.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like almost in between the two of these.
I mean, that one's gonna be tough. This one could come out easy if y'all wanted to pull it. It's right at the bottom of the boat ramp.
It's not blocking any of the waterway, right? Like
I mean, I guess not. It's like 15 feet down or 10 feet to the top of it. If somebody put a big boat in here, maybe, but people have been coming in and out. So, but it is at the bottom of the boat ramp. So if it gets lower, it'd be a hassle, I guess. The one up there, you have to get lift bags to float it out. So I don't know if y'all's dive team would want to do that a different time.
The only problem that comes with us is like we really can't investigate much without the car out of the water.
Yeah.
And I doubt that they're gonna send anyone out to pull it out, unless you guys had more like you saw something inside that was like crazy, then they would probably come pull it out.
The visibility was, I mean, I couldn't see that. It's upside down, a little buried. Like I reached inside, I didn't feel any bones or anything like that. So.
Yeah, and at this point, anything could have washed out of it.
Right. How's it going? Beautiful day, huh?
the place, but like one car's over there and one's up there.
Yeah, it's like I think that blue roof, one of those docks, it's like right there, like right behind the boat ramp. So that's like kind of a far way to drift if it did, but unless it.
Being as long as it's been down in there, I don't even know what was there at the time.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just a lot before or what.
Was it like they've been on there for a while, or is it like they've been?
They didn't look that rusty to me. You know, usually we dive on them and they're just covered and falling apart, but which is kind of weird because the plates, the tags, you know, 15 and 02, 03.
You couldn't see inside or anything like that.
They're both upside down. So this one, Ford Escape, the driver's window's like half open. I mean, I felt it around there. I didn't feel any bones or anything like that. That one's upside down too, but it's buried upside down like halfway, so the windows are under.
Like, y'all were actually under the water, right?
He was.
Yeah, I dove on them.
Yeah, no one, you didn't see no skeletons or remains or anything?
No, sir.
I don't know.
One, right?
That one I couldn't tell at all
Okay.
because it was buried. But
one, you couldn't tell at all if anyone decided or anything.
aren't gonna mess with them at all.
I don't think so, no. But the fire department,
Yeah,
like the
the
guy in
other
charge
one
of the dive
is,
team for them,
further down from
they
the ramp
come
to
down
the
here
left.
pretty often and dive.
Do they?
He said he's never seen that one.
Because I mean,
they don't go down that far just because of the boats coming in and out.
Right.
But he said next time they train, they may go over there.
Okay. Feel like if you want to.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank y'all. All right, we were making our way farther down the Intracoastal canal waterway here and going under this bridge. What was it, 31 you said?
Yeah, in Highway 31, yeah.
This was built not too long ago. There are some sections over here, like it looks like people maybe could drive down. We're just kind of scanning under. Yeah. There's a lot of junk. Looks like construction materials and stuff. I didn't see any vehicles under there, but I don't know if they came up the bridge, they'd be a lot newer. It'd be harder to see on the sonar. And over here, it's pretty thick trees. So we're kind of just really focusing on any openings going down this stretch, which there are a good bit, so keep scanning. All right, we kept on making our way up. Now we're at the swing bridge boat ramp over here, and we are scanning. It's like 4 feet right in here though. 5 feet, I mean, could have a car. It's not looking very promising though. All right, we made our way down to the 501 bridge. This is kind of like the main one you typically go through. We're coming and going to Myrtle Beach. It looked like there were a couple side roads on each side, but this is probably where we're gonna wrap it up for today. And it's getting dark and overcast. But 15 feet, 16 feet. Just gonna scan it real good here. You never know. Oh, what the hell? What is that thing? I don't know. It kind of looks like a car, but it kind of looks like there's a line attached to it. I don't know about that one. We're gonna have to look at that again. It kind of looks like a car. Oh, there's all sorts of garbage and look at all that. Tires and logs and sticks. I do not want to dive over there. Alright. I'm pretty sure we just found a vehicle. It's got to be a sunroof if it is a car. It's not 1,000% sure. But man, it looks like a vehicle. Like right between these things. But these roads goes right here. It's a sharp curve, so it could be an accident. All right, it's the next day and we are back over to the spot under the bridge where we believe we found a vehicle. I was having such a hard time getting a good shot. I got one good image that really looks like a car and then I couldn't get it again. It's right below this bridge. It's like someone launched it off here. It almost looks like that, but it's such a weird location. We're gonna send the drone down there, the fish. There's a little path that goes down, and I'm gonna see if I can just find it and see what it is. Maybe see a tag on it, but it looks like it went between the pillars of this bridge, which is definitely unsafe, pretty crazy. Well, let's get the Feefish down there and check it out. So we got the Feefish underwater drone. We gotta walk down this crazy steep hill though. I don't even know why anyone comes down here. Oh gosh. There's junk everywhere. Man, this is such a crazy spot for a car to be, right between those pillars. I mean, maybe these trees weren't all here before. It's got to be an old vehicle. Dude, there must be a current. That's the pillar, huh? Let's go in front of that. I think it's a vehicle. Oh yeah, it's a truck, I think. I think you're right. I think that's a truck bed. It might be. Oh crap. Oh no. Is it? Looks like a taillight or something. What the heck is this? Is it a taillight? Bumper? Dude, it looks buried though. Well, yeah, that's a vehicle. A white. I don't know if it's a truck though. That window's up. Sunroof. I really don't want to get this thing stuck in here, but let's. Oh, dude, you can kind of see inside. Seat. There's the window. Driver's side, I guess. Mirror. Yep. Dang, dude, I can't believe that is a car right now. I just want to figure out the make and model. I mean, it's a white car, but it's not our vehicle. Oh, what is that? What does that say? Oh. That's what it said. Supercharged. SSEI. Is this like a sports thing? Car? That's pretty crazy. What is that? Is that SS? Well, I'm just. Where's the decal? Pontiac Bonneville? Alright. Awesome. If I could get a. I mean, I'm glad we got that. It's probably what it is. Is that what it looks like? Hard to say though. Oh, it is a net. There's. I did not want to get this thing tangled. I want to see if there's a plate. Well, that's the front of it, right? It went down, then it stopped at this big rebar and all these logs down there. Well, that's like the wheel well, but I don't even see tires on this thing. do something stupid. Let's try to go in. Oh, it's full of mud, man. Yeah, that window being open too is a big red flag. I mean, it could have broken. It's a weird looking hubcap, isn't it? Is that what they look like? I wonder if they're aftermarket. It looks like slats, yeah. Whoa, okay. This is like the worst car. This is like the craziest spot I've seen a car. Is the trunk open? Like, yeah. Oh, there's crap, dude. Yeah, it says SSE on it. I think that's, is that the, you think that's the bumper? It says SSE. Almost looks like the siding. Why would it be in the back like that, though? Alright, now we gotta walk back up the hill and try not to die. And there's ants like everywhere. Slow and steady. So we just confirmed that was like a white 90s Pontiac Bonneville. Probably 90s, it looked like. Supercharged. I'm gonna do some research. I didn't see a plate or anybody inside. It's full of mud, but not what we're looking for. So we're gonna head to Georgetown now, where Daniel's phone pinged, and see what we can find there.
A submerged vehicle was located in the Intracoastal waterway yesterday afternoon. The vehicle was found near Highway 501 in the Myrtle Beach area. Horry County Fire Rescue, Marine Rescue, and Dive Team worked to find it along with help from the Myrtle Beach Fire Department and SCDNR. The vehicle was discovered to be unoccupied. It was said in its current location it poses no threat to marine transportation in the waterway. Horry County Police and the U.S. Coast Guard also assisted the situation.